Golf mates, you join me here at CAMCORDER. We have a superstar with us. We've got Dave the Pro, and what he's going to do with us is this. He's going to give us the top 10, in no order, drills and tips we can do in the safety of our own home.
Okay, golf mates, so here's tip number 1. This is for, you know, if we're stuck in now and we can't get out, we can get in the garden, get some fresh air, and still work on our golf games, keep us going through the days. So for tip number 1, all you need is a brolly and a club. Okay, you don't need a ball. So I stick the brolly in the ground and I angle it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little bit of a tilt just to help you with the plane of the club. Okay, we line ourselves up, and what this drill's going to do is going to stop everybody coming over the top, the feel of wanting to get steep and choppy on the shot. So line the brolly up with the feet, don't need a ball. Okay, and we're going to go miss the brolly on the outside. As you come down, miss the brolly on the inside. So it's an exaggeration move again to create that feeling of inside. So we go figure of 8 almost. Wide on the way back, narrow on the way down. And you've got time now. Wide, narrow. You've got time now on your hands to bang this drill, get it out there. You're not wasting any swings. All these swings are going to help you feel less steep, less choppy on the ball. You're getting some nice exercise, some fresh air in the garden. Wide, narrow. 20-30 swings a day, job done, in the house, kettle on. Okay, golf mates, so tip number 2 is going to be a putting drill. This is one we can do inside, anywhere with if you've got a putting mat or a bit of carpet, perfect. So all you need is as many balls as you want, 5, 6, 7 balls. I've got 5 balls here, and anything else that you can use. We've used this drill before, but what we're trying to give you is little ideas, keep you going in this horrible time, get you out doing some little drills that's going to help your golf game, keep golfing. So I've got a pair of socks, so I'm just going to walk, again depending on how long a space you've got, you can go 1, 2, 3, keep it nice and short, 1, 2, 3, nice and short like that. Okay, so we've got an area there, and all we're going to do is about distance control in this putting now. And it's, again, we've done this drill before, nothing's new, but what it is just a refresher, keep you moving, keep you golfing when you're stuck in. And all we're going to do is our first putt has got to go past the first sock. Okay, second shot has got to go past that ball to count. You're trying to get 5 balls in. Okay, if you find that easy, you either tighten your goals or you add more balls. Okay, and all this is a little simple drill to keep your putting distance and control of distance going. So you're starting to feel each putt goes slightly further than the last one to create points. If you don't get it past, you start again. So if your first putt's out of control and goes very long, you're in trouble. You're only going to score 1 point. So you'll give yourself a little game, how many balls you can get in that goal mouth, or you can start with adding more balls or tightening the goals up to two steps, just to make it a little bit more difficult the more you progress. And you'll start to see a progression the more you do this drill. Again, this is something that you can do it once, you can do it 100 times, as many times as you want, and just try and create that little bit of progression. Nobody cares, or everybody loves long hitters, but as you get up the game, nobody cares how far you hit it. What they score is how you get it in the hole. This is where you win and lose on the green. So keep that going at home, doing the ladder drill, and it'll see your scores. When you get back to playing, you'll be ready to go. Right, golf mate. So here we are in the greenkeeper's shed. We're up against the wall. So again, this is tip number 3. This is for people who, a bit like Liam, get a little bit flat going back. Okay, the club gets trapped behind them early, very flat, which then most of the time encourages an over the top swing. Okay, so again, in the garden, against the shed, against the fence, against the wall, however your garden's designed, set yourself in. Okay, just set yourself in about a foot or so from the wall. Okay, and all you're going to do is you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, you just do it really slowly. Don't thrash at it, because you don't want to be knocking any houses down or any fences down. You're just getting a feel of where that club is in the backswing. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. This is a repetition drill, so this is something that you do, again, keep going over. We're going to have time on our hands, I think, soon. This is something that we can do in the garden and do. You can go around and do it for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes is going to be so much more beneficial than if the range was open and you're going down just hitting ball after ball after ball and not knowing why the shot's still coming that you don't want. This is something that's going to soak into your swing, soak into your golf swing and into your golf shots, and start to feel and have a bit more awareness of where the club is. All the top players have awareness where that club is. So you're going to go 1, 2, and the better you get at it, the more slicker and smooth that swing will become. It'll start to feel a bit more natural. It'll feel very funny at first and a little bit steep and upright because you're so flat, but it's going to help you. So tip number 3, use the wall. Okay, golf mates, so tip number 4, we're back on the wall, in the garden, fence, shed, in the house, perfect as well if you haven't got a garden. All these tips that we're trying to create are trying to help people who haven't got gardens as well. So this is one that's going to help you pitching. Okay, so this is a great little pitching drill, and all you're going to do is, again, a bit similar to tip 3 where we're going up, but we're just going to do half swings, and we can do follow throughs on this one. Okay, so we're going to go boom, and what we're trying to create is the club level with our hands, slightly ahead but certainly not behind and flicky, because that creates then a flick on the way through, a help with the body and a bad pitch. So set ourselves up in our pitching position, okay, turning it with the big muscles, checking it, great, we're not having this position, it's level with the hands, and as we come through, we're holding it. So the body's turned to target, the hands are here, the hands are not flipping into this big high swing, everything's controlled movements. If you can control your movement, you've got more chance of controlling your ball. Practice this in the house, you can practice this anywhere, outside, against a wall, a shed, fence, and you'll watch your pitching improve once we get back out on the course. Okay, golf mates, tip number 5. You might have heard a saying out there called early extension. So early extension is really common, we see this a lot with golfers. And early extension is we get golfers swinging and then this move comes in, okay? This move comes in, everything gets high and they don't rotate through the shot. So for this drill, dead easy again. This can be done absolutely anywhere. Against a door, in the bedroom, the bathroom, in the garden, and all you need is something hard behind you, so a wall, a door, a fence, a cupboard, anything. Put your bum on it, yeah? Take your golf stance, get your imaginary golf club, swing it to the top, and what I feel is my right bum cheek is on that wall, door, fence, mirror, whatever, is leaning against it, okay? As I come down, I'm rolling it onto my left bum cheek. So if I come down and do that, and everything comes off the wall, you know you're creating this early extension. Such a common fault we see out there. So it's there, onto the right, feel it there, that's it. Roll it onto the left on the way through. We don't want to see that, we want to see it roll onto the left and keep that angle in the shot. And you'll, again, the more you do this through repetition, a lot of these top players, they do, you know, you see them out in the club, but they do drills, slow motion drills, in-house drills, drills without the club that really help their swing when they get back out on the golf course. This is a great drill, and it's one that will apply to a lot of golfers out there.
Alright golf mates, so tip number 6, this is a belter. So I think we're all going to be watching too much TV, so this is a cracking one when there's something on that you don't want to watch. So this is a posture drill, a check drill, okay? We check everything. A lot of people, we don't do is check our posture, and that's something when you see people, when you're coaching, 9 out of 10 people's posture needs a tweak. Doesn't need rebuilding, a lot of it needs a tweak. So a little tip, yeah, you're in the house, you've got your golf clubs, you don't even need that, a mop, a brush, anything like that, and all I want you to do is I want you to stand side on, put the grip or the top of the mop on the back of your head, run it through your shoulder blades and just above your bottom, okay? So it's going to touch in 3 areas, head, shoulders and belt height, okay? All we're going to do then is we're going to go 1, 2, bring the club round, take our grip
and then just take the straightness out of the knees. We don't want to be bending, and I want to feel our weight is very even in our feet, nice wide feet. That's our check done. So we've got club on the head, so the head's on it. I don't want to see the club coming away or coming away from the mop. It's going to stay on in all them 3 areas. 1, 2. Bring the club round, take our grip, and then just sit into the shot. Feel the weight. Great doing this with nothing on your feet. You can feel where your weight is. Much more important, you know, much better than when you've got your golf shoes on. So this is a tip again. While the kettle's on, you can do this 15, 20 times. Again, posture check is so important. A lot of bad shots start before they've even started the swing. So good position gets yourself ready for a good shot. This is a great drill that everyone can do, and it takes minutes. Okay, golf mates, so this is tip number 7, and what this is to try and create more speed in the downswing. This is a great drill. Again, in the garden, brilliant. People have got high roofs, can do it inside as well. Okay, so for this one I use a driver. You can use any club, but I use a driver. What I do is I turn it upside down. Okay, and what I'm trying to feel is the whip. I want to try and feel this and make some sort of that whooshy noise. Okay, so I'm really just taking a general sort of stance and grip, but I really want to feel what I'm creating is that lag and that whip, that lag and that whip, and I'm creating more speed. And the more I do this, this is a great drill when you're warming up to go out and play, to be honest. But this is a great drill to create the feeling of lag and whip. And what you're trying to create is more of that noise, that whippy noise, that swoosh noise through the shot. I see a lot of people that do this. Nothing. Or just a token through the ball. I want to feel a bit of zip through that ball, get a bit of frustration out that we're all stuck inside. Get some noise. So we set ourselves up, lag, and whip it through. Okay, great drill to get you moving, get your speed up, and get the feeling of that release when you get out on the course or back on the ranges. Great tip. Get out in the garden. Like I say, if you do it inside, and get some of that noise being produced off the end of your club. Okay, tip number 8. So we're back in the garden chipping, or if you've got, again, room in the house, you can do this. Now this can be anything. I'm using a brolly. You can use a bucket, a tyre, a cushion, anything that's going to focus on something. What we're trying to do is pitch it into that bucket, lie the bucket on its side. I've just half put up an umbrella here, stuck it into the ground. You can use any washing line, anything. And again, all we're trying to create is a little bit of target practice. Okay, so we're just going to chip a few into it, just to get some focus on, again, distance, feel, chipping it into the brolly. Okay, chipping it into the bucket. Obviously the further you go, we're at a very easy distance here, but you could go a little bit further, or you can make the target smaller. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll get a few balls and all I do is a chip right, left, middle. So again, what I'm doing is trying to create a feeling of aim, distance, aim, distance, aim, distance. You get aim and distance right when you're chipping, you're going to chip pretty good. Okay, so tip number 9. This is a Padraig Harrington drill that he does. Great drill. And you see what this does is it makes you feel that the shoulders and the hips are doing in the swing. Okay, so you see a lot of people like this, where the right shoulder comes in front over the top. So what this does, simple tennis ball, put your arm out. You can do it as if you're holding a golf shot, and what you're trying to do is make the ball bounce underneath. So your shoulder will come down, this shoulder will turn back behind you, but also open your hips as well. So it's going to open you up to the target to create room to swing the golf club down the line. Okay, so it's going to go under the arm. If you're doing it correctly, it'll bounce back to you. So you're going to just release it. Okay, feel that the ball's going to release back to you. Okay, down and through. Okay, if you're doing this wrong and this right shoulder comes over, as you do it, the ball starts to bounce behind you, so you'll see the move. Again, it's a bit of a repetition drill to get the feeling of what we want the body to do in the swing. So again, 1, 2, it gets that feeling of this move through the ball of what we're trying to create. Tip number 10, this is a great tip. Well, it's more of a drill. This is going to really help you inside. So all we need is a little bit of an area, okay? And there's ways of doing this, and what we're trying to create is footage, okay? So this is going to be a challenge really that you could do, set yourself, high scoring challenge. You could even post them back to Liam, post your videos back to Liam if you're doing this, and see what sort of footage that you can get. So all I've done is I've got a tennis ball as my center point, which is my hole. That could be a cup, anything, okay? But try and create it so it's hole size, because you want the benefit of this. And then what I do is 1 foot, drop a ball, 1, 2, drop a ball, 1, 2, 3, drop a ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, drop a ball. Now if you haven't got that space, you can do it in a line. So you can do 1, drop a ball, go back to 2. And all we're going to do in this is round the clock or distance, okay? So we're going to hit the putt, boom, okay? 1 foot. Back to this one. Okay, so I'm now on 3 feet. So obviously these first putts are easy. These first putts are the ones that you should be getting. The further you go around the clock or the further you get away, you're adding footage to your score. Now where you'll find this at first, you'll think fair enough, you'll have a score of 9 feet, 10 feet, whatever you've got. The next time you come, you've got to beat that. Okay, there's your 10 tips. My name's Dave McKinnon, I'm the head pro here at Chorlton Commardy Golf Club. We've got some difficult times ahead of us, so get doing these tips, keep your spirits up, keep moving, keep going as much as you can, and stay safe. I'll see you soon.